It's more of an intervention in that regard. And how long were they fasted for, those people?
So the people in that study ranged, the average fasting was about 2 weeks. So I also did a prospective study recently with a colleague from the Mayo Clinic recently that we did 27 people completed fasting with hypertension. 26 were able to achieve normal blood pressure without any medication. One required half their dose of medication. And we had 6-week follow-ups where they did well. And then we followed them at a year. And we found that 76% of those people a year later had maintained their weight loss, and the majority were still normal blood pressure without medication.
Were they still fasting after a year?
No, of course, they were fasting while they were at the center. They were back eating a healthy diet, and they'd maintained a healthy enough diet for a year that they were able to maintain their blood pressure and their weight loss. And that's very unusual because you don't find good long-term follow-up showing that people are not only able to get well, but sustain those behavioral changes.
So it's more of an intervention in that regard. And how long were they fasted for, those people?
So the people in that study ranged, the average fasting was about 2 weeks. So they had 2 weeks of fasting that normalized their blood pressure, a week of refeeding, and then even a year later, the majority were able to sustain the behavioral changes such that they were able to keep their weight off and they were able to keep their blood pressure down without the need for medication.